posted June 30, 2018, 8 hours 1 minute and 35 seconds. There are fears as many as 500 South Australian shipbuilding workers could still be at risk of losing their jobs, despite yesterday's $35 billion Future Frigates contract announcement. The Prime Minister visited Adelaide on Friday, along with several of his senior cabinet colleagues, to announce that British company BAE Systems had been awarded a federal government contract to build 9 anti-submarine frigates for the Australian Navy. Hunter-class frigates by the numbers, 150 meters in length, weighing 8,800 tons, dual electric motors and 1 gas turbine to reach a top speed over 27 knots. Weaponry includes Mu-90 torpedoes, SM-2 and ESS missiles, Mk-41 vertical launch system, SHIFR-2 active phase array radar and hull-mounted sonar equipped with one MH-60 Romeo helicopter and a mission bay for an unmanned system. Accommodates 180 crew. The build is due to begin in 2020, with 1,500 jobs to be created in South Australia, and an additional 2,500 jobs elsewhere around the country. But the Australian Manufacturing Workers Union, AMWU, said it feared there could still be a gap in work between the end of the air warfare destroyer project and the beginning of the Future Frigates project. The offshore patrol vessel commences cutting of steel in the later part of this year, but that project will only facilitate 300 to 400 jobs. AMWU Assistant Secretary Glenn Thompson said, "There's approximately 900 to 950 people working on the air warfare destroyer as we speak, so we want to ensure we maintain that skill base. It's great that we've got the announcement. Now we're calling on the government to ensure the contract with BAE ensures any surplus workers are transitioned to this project. Minister Pine and the government need to give those 500 workers and their families some certainty in relation to their future." ASC workers buoyed by contract after stressful. Timmy Britt Scheichel started working at the ASC 5 years ago. "When I got put on the books, we had redundancies announced pretty much straight away, so it's been a pretty stressful 5 years, he said. Mr. Scheichel said the federal government's announcement would bring much-needed certainty to his future. "It makes it a lot more stress-free. Now we've got more work to look forward to," he said. "Because of the work climate I sold my house, and I wasn't looking to buy yet because I didn't know where I was going to be going next, but now with this I can look at buying again." But the qualified boilermaker said he wasn't convinced all ASC workers would be safe from further job losses, and he said some who had recently been made redundant would be reluctant to return. "There'll probably unfortunately still be another downturn of labor. Hopefully it is not too big," he said. "Some people weren't overly happy with the whole process, so they might not come back, but a lot of people did also enjoy the work here," he said. Liberal Party filling Labour's Valley of Death. PM. During his announcement on Friday, Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull said the federal government had been forced to catch up and fill the jobs Valley of Death left by the former Labour government. "The ebb and flow of jobs, that is absolutely the consequence of a shocking abdication of the Labour Party. They failed to do their duty as the government of Australia to build the ships our Navy needs," he said. "They were in government for 6 years and they didn't commission one naval vessel, so what that meant was that you had projects coming to an end and having nothing there to replace them. We've ended that, and what we are talking about here is a continuous naval shipbuilding program. When the last of these Hunter-class frigates is completed, already there will be underway the design and construction of the ships that will succeed them." Topics: Navy, Defence and National Security, Defence Forces, Government and Politics. Adelaide 5000, SAW, England.